G'day everybody, it's the Captain. Welcome back to the channel. A big thank you, of course, to each and every one of you that like and subscribe to these videos and you share them around the world with all of your buddies, all of your pals, and all of your mates. And as the voice of the voiceless, let me tell you about today's video. Police have been called to the old stripatorium as a John with a small schlong must have thought he was at a different type of pawn shop because he wants to haggle on price. And in all honesty, trying to haggle with a pole princess is dumber than lending Demi Lovato your favourite spoon, as these ladies are not frightened to push and shout with their clams out, and the only thing they know better than where cheap stilettos are sold is how many tenors for tits they're gonna get paid. So the nightstick ninjas arrive to see what's what and maybe some twat when they are greeted by a silly Billy stupid face who not only confirms that he's thicker than cow shit, but he doesn't understand how pay per perv works. Needless to say, he's about as welcomed as an alpaca is at a llama orgy as he tries to dob in the dollar dancer for other crimes. Luckily, just like the kid's book, Don't Tell on the Preacher or God Will Cry, police are not buying it. Let's have ourselves a little bit of a looky-loo.
How you doing, boss man? Do me a favor, take your hands out your pocket for me.
Sure.
That's okay. What's going on?
So, there was a female in there. She goes 35 for 30
16,
minutes.
10, 12,
I get to the back, and she wasn't being clear on the instructions. She starts telling me that's the first song, that's the second song, and then I was like, okay, after 30 minutes, I was like, okay, I'll pay you my 35, and I get up to pay her the 35, and then afterwards, she's like, you owe 175. I was like, that's not what I agreed on. That's not what we negotiated on.
Okay.
So I don't know how it increased by that dramatic of a number, from a 35 bill to a 175 bill.
Okay. So
She wasn't being clear.
Okay, so you were under the impression that you were to pay $135?
No, 35.
$35.
Yeah, just 35.
And then it increased to $75.
175.
175.
And then she was offering prostitution in the process, a $900 prostitution bill.
Okay, so you're...
And then she was offering a room for $200. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Got it. Okay. All right, so you didn't pay the tab at all?
No, I said I'll pay the $35, and that's what I was trying to tell him. That's fair to me.
I'll tell you what's fucking fair, Timu Doogie Howser, is security should be throat punching you so fucking hard in the back alley by now that your eyeballs roll out of your arsehole. Trying to get a 5-song special from one of their glitter grenades? Who the fuck do you think you are? In what fucking world does a lap dance technician charge $35 for 30 minutes? Because I can't even get a plumber in for less than $75, and he doesn't tickle my nuts for that price either. Or because her name might be Charity doesn't mean you can pay her what you feel and call it a fucking night. This very well might be the first time you've ever seen a woman's Hufflepuff there, Harry Potter, but that doesn't mean you need to be an accountant for cunts. I mean, you're not a pussy appraiser for fuck's sake. This motherfucker looks like a turtle mid-shit. What's wrong, mate? Are the Minecraft servers getting an update tonight? So Mum said, why don't you go and play outside with all of your friends? And seeing as all of your friends are about as real as an Amish glory hole, you've taken your piggy bank of pennies down to the Pole Palace just to get frightened off by a real woman. You look like a lost lesbian trying to find their Subaru in a Nickelback concert parking lot. Just pay your bill, fuckface, and shut the fuck up.
Okay, so it's not about what's fair, it's about what's owed.
Yeah, well, that's what she negotiated with me. She told me 35 for 30 minutes.
And then girl in America that would do that.
Yeah, well, I already read it online. You guys are literally like some sort of prostitution ring.
All right.
Got it all recorded. She was offering me $900 for prostitution. Okay, where's the recording?
So what are we supposed to be listening to?
Well, you'd need headphones, but you can hear her talking about prostitution in the background.
Okay.
And I was just talking about dating. She was trying to sell me her body. I was like, I'm not into that.
Okay, well, we're here for you not paying the tab. We need to get that cleared up.
Yeah, I
needs
told
to
her
be paid.
30. She told me 35 right at the start, and I have it recorded too.
Like have him pay what he owes. 175.
It's clear. We got a timer back there. 3 minutes.
She wasn't
And
clear
whole
on the
point is
instructions at all.
He even just said that the girl notified him at the end of every song.
Yes. That's what
That's
she's
not
she's
okay.
sober.
So that's not what occurred. What actually occurred? She told me 35 for 30 minutes, and then she said that when we get back there, that's what. And I didn't know what was going on. She's like, that's song number 1 and song number 2, and
Correct.
she said they're 3 minutes per song. So I'm
We
sitting there.
trained them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so when you lie straight out your teeth, no, you guys are lying. There is no negotiating here. I pay $35, what she offered, and that's all I'm paying.
Sir, it's your second
Okay,
song.
so if he doesn't pay, what do you guys want?
Vacation with y'all and trespassing, I guess. What can we do? I don't know.
Do you guys have anything to say, like, on paper saying that that's like your policy with the $35 per
Is
song?
that on the back wall? What sign?
No, see, look at that. He shook his head no.
Yeah, I said no.
Okay. So you don't even notify people what's going on.
You just said
No,
she
but
did.
But she
She
notified
didn't
you.
know me. She
You just
said
said it, brother.
she said 30 minutes.
But she
That's what
kept
said.
notifying you after each song, which is an indication
Yeah,
of.
I don't know what the heck's going on.
I mean, listen, listen to what I'm going to tell you. You can't be ignorant and use it as an excuse of not knowing or not paying. You can't walk into a store or to a place of
35
business,
minutes.
listen, and say, oh, well, I didn't know. It doesn't work that way.
Officer, is fucking spot on. You can't go to a movie theatre and ask how much it is to see the new Superman movie, then claim you're not a big fan of the colour blue, so you're only going to pay $5, you fucking pelican. You would have a better chance pulling the McRib out of Tom Arnold's death grip than that ever happening. Who goes to a fucking grind and bump garage and thinks, hey, this has been so much fun, I best record this for my spank bank later on? You're fucking lucky security didn't shoot you in the face in front of these cops. He looks like the fucking type of Nigel No Friends that makes homemade candles and cries after pulling his pod rod to My Little Pony reruns. You can tell that he listened to an Andrew Tate podcast before he came out tonight. Listen here, diabetic Tom Holland, you can't do a runner after getting some post-nut guilt for cheating on your body pillow. You look like a fucking creepy janitor that was let go after that whole upskirting incident. Have a fucking look at him. This is the last thing a Tinder date sees before her phone loses signal.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because of your ignorance doesn't negate the fact that you owe a tab.
I mean, I'm willing to get trespassed,
Guys,
but
the
like,
manager
I'm not
said
going to
right
pay
here,
no
what do
charges.
sir, you could ask one of the guys. There's plenty of people walking on the floor. You say, hey, I'm confused about this.
Yeah, well, you
Right, you
guys-
ask. You're
guys-
walking into an establishment if you're not aware of how they.
Well, I mean, like, you
Of
guys
their
need to
policy
be
and
more
procedure.
open and tell people what's going on. Then, I mean, like,
y'all
you
wanna
got to
talk
tell
to the
people
entertainer
what's going on.
I'll
as soon as
go
you
in
come
inside. You want to stay 10, 12? Johnson. She is Johnson.
Paul, next thing. So you hear her side. I've worked with her for a long time, and I'm usually not on her side. But tonight, she's sober. Sorry, what's
I understand. No worries.
She's saying that she was very adamant about being clear.
Right. And it
I got-
states that she was clear. He just probably didn't understand. Thank you, sir.
Exactly what you told me you can tell.
Yeah, okay,
It's
so-
indicted.
Okay, so the guy was sitting there, and I was like, okay, he's like, how much? I was like, would you like a dance? He's like, how much for dance? I'm like, $35 for table dance, which is like the most shitty dance, and I'm like, or $35 as well for lap dance. And he's like, okay, and he's like, how much for private? You have private? I'm like, okay, private room is gonna be up half an hour or the hour. I'm like, it's gonna be few $100s. He's like, okay. He's like, oh, that's a lot. And I'm like, okay. Then we talked a little bit more. It's your first time. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, would you like to do a dance? And I'm like, at $35 a song. And he's like, okay, yeah. He's like, okay, let's just do that. So he gets up, goes for a lap dance. Every song, because I know that it's his first song, I tell him, okay, this is the second song. Okay, this is the third song. And they're monitoring me. Like, the guy's standing at, yeah, there's like a buzzer. Like, at the timer, it's going beep every song.
Yeah, this makes sense. These G-string gyrators know how this works. You pay per song unless you have forked out your kid's college tuition in advance. So for Jeffrey Epstein's final fuck out the front to claim that he didn't know this is more wrong than mixing paint with your mum's vibrator. Was it just me, or did that manager look exactly what you assume a manager of a clam cave to look like? Like if someone asked you to draw a muff station manager from memory, this is what you would draw, down to the pencil beard of an 80s bad guy and all. I'm actually not sure if he is the manager or a terrorist that John McClane's gonna have to battle. Die Hard 6, Cocaine Kevin. I wonder if crusty Jim Sock Steve knows that the cop is going to take the trouser whisperer's word over someone who has clearly fucked a kitten before. There is no doubt in my mind that he puts the plunger in the toilet before he sits down. You know that he can use the word grooming in a sentence but has no idea that it has two meanings. Just make sure you're keeping an eye out for him on next week's episode of So You Fucked a Grapefruit.
After like 5 songs, and I was updating him every song, 5 songs, the guy was going like this to me, like 5, and I was already updating him like, okay, now we're about to start song number 6. So once I say, oh, we're starting song number 6, and he sees the guy going like, you did 5, he's like, oh, well, how much is that? I'm like, well, you know, I'm like, it's 35 a song, like I had already told you. He's like, oh, you said it was $35 for 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, I told you upstairs was only upstairs is 30 minutes and that, or an hour, and it's hundreds, like plural of dollars, and you were like, whoa, and I had told you it was $35 for a table dance and a lap dance. So if anything, the lap dance in your mind would be more. But so you already knew the table dance and the lap dance was $35. He's like, oh my god. So then I'm like, well, you have to pay me because like I have to pay $10 a song for this song. Like we're being monitored. It's an open room. It's not like we're in private. Like everything's on camera. So he's like, so then the guy's like, well, you're gonna have to pay. We're gonna you have to pay her. We're gonna call the police. He's like, well, I think he just pressed record right after he said it. He's like, I've been recording it. Like she said it was 30 minutes for 35. I'm like, I never in the world would say that. I've been coming here, like I've been here for a long time. He like pulls out his phone. So I was like, please.
He did try to
I was
give
like,
us a recording or
I was like,
sort.
please. No, I wanted him to play it. I'm like, please play the recording. Then when the worker was like, oh, we're gonna call the police. He's like, well, I'm gonna call the police. And then he like got on the phone.
It's clearer than what Ricky Martin uses lube for that the kid from Jerry Maguire is not going to get away without paying. Otherwise, he's going to be in Tina Turner burning dinner levels of trouble. You were told a few times what the price for pussy was, and you have your bar mitzvah money on you, so you can't go backing out of this like your hand does after a few apple teenies. Either cough up the cash like a sick slot machine, or prepare your anus airline for a big bubba boarding. And listen, the fact that you are dressed like Jeffrey Dahmer with a thyroid condition isn't an excuse to be dumber than getting a blowjob from a fucking hairdryer. I've seen some fucking useless people before, but floppy cock Calvin is about as useless as a fucking reversing camera on a snow sled. Or maybe Paul Walker's fire extinguisher. You can tell that he has his favourite Pokemon card safely stashed in his asshole, maybe wrapped in plastic, kinda like his penis. I bet that you roofie the vacuum cleaner before you give it your selfie stick of sadness, don't ya? Don't ya, you slimy fuck?
So I went inside,
Yeah.
spoke with Ivy,
Yeah.
and I had Ivy explain to me how she explained to the new customers the
Yeah,
process.
She didn't explain it properly then.
Okay, so when you're in there and you hear the buzzer, what do you believe that means?
I didn't know what that means.
So you just sat there for roughly 30 minutes?
That was 35 minutes.
35
The whole
minutes.
entire from front to back, me going inside.
Okay.
If you like plump and curvy women, you need to stop scrolling.
All right, so your tab is 175.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
not paying that. I'm sending this off to the FBI too. I'll have you
You
guys.
can send it to whoever you
department
want to send it
address.
to, sir.
Yeah, that's sex trafficking. I can literally send that off to the FBI.
Okay.
Does she wanted me to pay it? Does she wanted him to pay it, or is she
Mhm.
going to charges?
Because she has to pay for the time to them.
It'd be a misdemeanor, but
Yeah.
because of the amount, but
Yeah, that's not a crime, buddy.
It is a crime.
So calm down with the attitude, bro.
Hold on.
No, you hold on. Shut
She
up.
was offering prostitution.
Shut up and listen. It is a crime.
Yeah, she was offering the prostitution. I declined
Okay,
it.
you are denying goods and services for payment. Okay? It actually falls under the statute of defrauding an innkeeper in Florida.
So you either
yes,
pay
it
the
is a crime. It's a
$175.
misdemeanor crime. We'll cut you a court date.
Right.
But we can put you in handcuffs and throw you in the back of the car while we write it, or you can stand here. Or you can pay your tab and you can be on your way.
Gee, I wonder what this even too weird for the friend zone weasel's gonna fucking do, eh? Is he gonna part with his paper route money, wait quietly for his court date like he did when he got caught with his dick in a beehive, or is he gonna retard wrestle with Officer Throwhands? Let's get to voting in the comments and see what happens, shall we? I'm gonna send this to the FBI. Yeah, righto, dickhead. Why don't you send him your manifesto while you're at it? It's gonna save some time when you're shot down in a church parking lot next week. It's a real shame that your parents didn't hit you more. It really is. You look like you get the sweats from mayonnaise, you white copy paper looking fuck. Selfish looking prick. I bet you fucking pull out of your fleshlight just so you can come on yourself. The only positive thing in your life will be the AIDS test after a weekend in county. You are so unlikable that the inmates will have to pretend that you're someone else when they fire up their Brown Town drill bits. Can we just get him a rope already? I assume that his trailer has a ceiling fan. Also, don't stress about your dick size either, numbnuts. With you looking like Vanilla Ice's bookkeeper, there is no woman on earth that is ever going to see it. Hopefully you got your votes in, and let me tell you that he is indeed going to play our favourite game, fuck around and find out.
So those are your choices. What do you want to do? No, I'm not going to hold on. These are your choices. What do you want to do? Do you want to pay him, or do you want to go in the back of a car while we cut your court date? Hello? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, just put your hands behind your back. Don't move, bro.
Hey, get down, you're going to get tased. Down or you're going to get tased. Get down or you're going to get tased. That's your last warning. Get down or you're going to get tased.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands. Hold on.
You're going to get tased.
Hey.
Last warning.
Hey, there's no reason for excessive force.
No one's being excessive. We're asking you to put your hands behind your back.
Hey, what the dude? I want your department really investigated. Hey, this broke my. So if I pay the bill, I get out.
You had that choice. You already had that choice.
Come on, man.
Now you're getting a resisting charge on top of it, bro.
What? Yep. I ain't resisting.
You are. You did.
When a police officer tells you to put your hands behind your back,
I didn't do nothing wrong.
You don't run backwards.
You're nuts, man. Get off. Give me my cell phone, man. You kept me using my cell phone. Walk over here. Hey, man, I'm literally in contact with the FBI right now, motherfucker.
For you.
What the are you doing? You're insane. I'm getting in trouble for turning down prostitution. Have you ever heard of that? What are you taking all my items for?
Because you're going in the back of a cop car, dude. You're under arrest.
Under arrest? That ain't how you properly detain someone anyway.
Well, I'm glad you know how to do my job, brother.
Well, yeah, you did excessive force. You don't even literally give me an option to really prove myself.
We did. We gave you
I did. I showed you proof and you said it was wrong. What the is wrong with you people? You guys are nuts.
Lean back.
What? They literally scan your body before you go in.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about me, bro.
Worried about you? You're an insane lunatic. That's what you are.
Guys, what the fuck are you doing? Didn't you hear that he's literally in contact with the FBI? Fucking hell, he's gonna sue your whole department now, and there's gonna be no money for a staff Christmas party. I hope you're fucking happy with yourselves. And by the way, that's not even how you legally detain someone. Which is actually a good thing, because he's not detained. He's actually off to fucking big boy jail. I guess the only plus out of this is still wears his shirt when he swims Steve has proved that he's too weak to strangle prostitutes. It should ease your mind to know that at least every small animal around his house is safe tonight. He was in the back of the squad car crying, "Oh, this would never happen on roadblocks." I'm surprised he didn't pull out a Dungeons and Dragons dice and throw it on the ground screaming, "I scored a 20 in strength. You can't defeat Cinnamon Necro." Feel the power of Cinnamon Necro. Fuck you. Okay, grab your scorecards out and jot this one down. Discounted chili was done for resisting and defrauding a business, and he got to spend some time teaching Big Bubba how to cause kidney damage through a pump and dump. So, high fives all round there, I say. Speaking about pumping though, Anne Hathaway was here earlier today, hand cranking the 3C's piston of life. That's the certified captain cock, by the way. Oh, she was working overtime, she was. She was like an old fucking steam engine, just and eventually she gave herself tennis elbow. I didn't know what to do with myself, so I went and jammed it inside the vacuum cleaner. I thought if it was good enough for old mate in the squad car, it's good enough for yours truly. And let me tell you this, it wasn't. It was pretty rough. It was extremely rough. Don't do it. Just don't. We've all seen it. We've all thought about it. Just don't do it, okay? Take it from me. Not a good idea. It's actually a terrible idea. On that note, it does bring us to the end of another great video. I hope you've had a bit of fun. I hope you've had a bit of a laugh. I hope that you've taken your shirt off, got naked if you want, clicked that like and subscribe button. Why don't you give it a little bit of a lick as well? And now that you've done that, you can go running naked down the street, find the nearest planetarium, kick open the doors of that planetarium and say, "Listen here, you stargazing fucks. Stop what you're doing. Stop looking up to the heavens for answers. I've got the answers right here. They're on this phone. It is a fucking video. You need to watch it. The captain sent me down here. He knew that you was going to be here. And he's like, you got to get down there. You got to show him the video. So I'm here. Here I am. I'm naked. Have a look. Let's get it out of the way now. Have a quick fucking look. Then we can get back to the video. They're going to get so excited by it too because it's a fucking good video. And let's be honest, you get fucking hot and horny when you look up the stars, so they're already pumped and ready to go. So straight away, they're all going to take their clothes off. They're going to get naked. There's going to be a massive planetarium orgy that gets underway that you started, so you should be pretty fucking proud of yourself. And who knows, you might just get some money. But I better get going. I'm supposed to have a few beers with Terry again. Oh, fucking Terry. He sticks his head over the fence today, and before he could utter a word, I said, "Terry, I have something to fucking tell you." And he said, "Hit me with it, Captain. What do you have to fucking say?" And I said, "Terry, my good friend, I would like you to come to my party." And he said, "To your party? Get fucked." So, whoa, hang on a minute. What do you mean, get fucked? I'm inviting you to my party. I would like you to be there. Don't tell me to get fucked. He goes, "Well, last time you had a fucking party, it was boring." So fucking, hang on, what do you mean? Last time I had a party, it was boring? What the fuck are you on about? He goes, all we fucking did was walk around in the woods with a flashlight. I went, "Terry, that was a fucking search party." Fucking hell, Terry. All right. Hooroo.